Hello everyone, we're going to play some bughouse in the random pool on chess.com. We'll start off in the random pool, but I have a partner lined up for later on. Should join me in about 10 minutes. And if anyone else wants to partner later in the stream, let me know. Like there's a bunch of games going on right now. Hopefully it won't take too long to get opponents. Let me double check my reading range here. Negative infinity should not take this long. Oh, here we go. Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Chuck.
Hey? Ready for some bughouse?
I am ready. I'm just gonna move a couple things around. Just give me a minute. Oh, first. Just move a couple of things around and grab in a better chair.
Sounds good. I was just playing a game to warm up, and I will partner you right after this. And I'm ready right now.
Okay. Working on college financial aid stuff or application stuff for my son.
Oh, that's exciting. What's he going to college for? Does he have a major in mind?
We're just planning financial. He's a sophomore, so it's
Okay. Planning well in advance. I got you.
yeah.
Good evening, Meet Receipt and Grathy Ben. Thanks for watching. Grathy Ben, are you going to be playing more 4-player chess in the summer? I know you're a student, so we're probably busy.
Do you have did you send me an invite yet?
I did. Should I undo it and send it again?
Probably. I don't see it yet.
All right. We'll try again.
Through chess.com?
Yep.
Let me send it.
Oh, Grathy Ben, you're taking some summer classes, I see.
Random check.
You could also send me a partnership partner. There we go.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Do you know how to start a match, or should I start the first one? Excellent. Grathy Ben, I don't know if you know, but Radon is touring the US, so I might get to play some over the board 4-player chess with him. Let's see. Great development there, partner. All right. And this.
You need the knight? Or should I?
You should try pawn at f2. New pawn at f2. And then pawn takes. Yeah, that's good. You can try knight takes knight now. The queen is fine.
Oh, why? Are you
Because I
sure?
think it's good for you. Knight takes knight, then you can move your knight to e3. It just looks
Oh,
pretty good overall.
still to knight to e3.
Well, you could do knight takes e7 since he's giving you a free pawn. Knight takes
Okay,
e7 is fine.
that's a free pawn because I get the bishop back,
Yeah.
and then I still can place a new knight there too, right?
Yeah, well, let's see what he does. Yeah, this queen takes bishop is fine.
And then
And then maybe queen h4. Let's see. Queen h4 is good. Because queen h4 is
queen.
threatening mate. It's also threatening h2. I like queen h4.
Okay,
And if he puts a bishop on g3, then let's see. What do we want to do then? I think you could just play queen takes g3 in that case.
and then the new knight check, or is there a mate?
Um, you can just move your queen to f2. Looks like a fairly good move.
Okay,
Great job.
fairly good move.
Scratchy Ben,
Okay,
I don't know where you're located. Radon is touring uh kind of the Midwest, I guess. He's gonna be at the Chicago Open.
can I
Um
sack or
yeah, you can sack. It's fine. And then you can just play knight f3. Oh, okay, that's fine too.
knight f3 would have been better?
Knight f3 would have been better. So maybe just new bishop at h4 to pin that knight.
H4.
Yep.
H4. Okay. I was gonna put a bishop on b3, but I think yours is better.
Okay. Yeah, bishop at b3 would have been an okay move too. And now you have a knight. You can put like a knight on g5.
G5.
Yeah, knight at g5 check. And now you could wait. Like a knight is really good for you. Or what? Maybe you can move your queen to b3. Queen b3 to threaten moving the queen to f7. You're probably going to put a bishop on e6. You put your bishop on e6. You could probably just play knight takes bishop. Or actually, wait, even better. How about pawn at d5? New pawn at d5 looks pretty good.
G5.
To fork the yeah. Okay,
Take it.
so
Oh,
the queen is fine. You can just play pawn takes bishop.
why is the queen fine?
Because you get some initiative with it. So hold on. Now wait, because now a knight is really good for you. Um, I think like a new knight at f5 is going to be great. Um, yeah, I think you should wait for it. We're up a lot of time, so let me just get you a few things. New knight at f5 check.
F5 check. Is the only thing that would mate a queen, or is there other?
That's a good question. Well, the queen would definitely mate, so maybe just wait for the queen. I think I can get you a queen. We're up, like 20 seconds, and I have a queen forced.
Forced.
Yeah. He only has a queen in hand, and if he interposes, I could just take it. If he moves his king up, then I have made him one. So it's looking good for us. Great job.
What did you do?
The opponent resigned, so
Okay.
great job. Hey, yeah, Grassy Ben. It's not just the Chicago Open. I mean, I think he'll be around Illinois and Missouri, and Tennessee, I believe, and maybe some other states as well.
Did they resign again?
I think so. Yeah.
They didn't like playing you.
So Grassy Ben, you can contact Radon on Discord. Let him know if you wanna hang out. Live in Ohio, not terrible. Yeah. You just
Take the
retreat
knight.
that bishop to e7.
E7. Okay.
Okay,
What
maybe
should I do
push
here?
d6 to um cut off the attack on c7. And then you could play just like a6 maybe to make that knight go somewhere else. And then just get your knights and bishops out.
Okay. Kind of made it a little bit restrictive on my bishop coming out.
Yeah, that's okay. You still have the same number of pieces developed
Should I
that he
push any
does.
of the pawns, or should I just push the bishop up one?
Um, I think you could just there's a lot of things you could do here. You could play bishop at h5 to pin the knight, or you could play bishop at a5 to pin the other knight. Um, well,
A5,
yeah,
H5.
you could pin the knight with the bishop in two different ways, or you could just like push pawns. There's options. Yeah, just pawn takes pawn is fine there. And now your rook could potentially get out. You could play like rook a5 to get that rook into the game.
Can I take his knight, or actually no? I should. I'm just gonna
Um,
move.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, now a pawn could be really good. Now you can play rook takes knight. That looks pretty good for you.
Okay,
Rook takes knight.
even with the bishop, huh?
Oh shoot. I made a mistake. That's my bad. That's okay. We'll find a way to make this work. Um,
Retreat.
yeah, maybe put a new knight on c3. New knight on c3.
C3. Okay. Oh, that was, you made something out of that. Oh, I figured you'd do that.
Um,
Take the bishop, or
let's put a pawn on b2. New pawn on b2.
B B2.
Yep.
Okay.
Now you're going after the rook. How you take his rook?
Take his rook.
Yep.
It's a good trade.
Now you could take the bishop. Knight takes bishop.
Okay. A free bishop.
Well, the queen can take, but it
Okay.
still looks okay for you.
Oh, what did he take there?
Uh yeah, he took your knight, but it's fine. Yeah, so that was my bad. I hung a piece on my board, but we still won. So great job on your board.
Thanks.
Yeah, Grassy Bend. Usually like 2100 to 2200. So when I was 1900, that was an anomaly. You can just take that. And you want to get
Should I
e5 in as soon as you can. Because you
E
didn't get your king's bishop out here. Which, yes,
E5?
push e5. And
What
then
does
get
that
your
do?
king's bishop out as soon as possible. You need luck for your king, basically. Yeah, get that king's bishop out. Okay, yeah, that's
Where should I
good.
put my king? Should I
Well,
diagonal?
probably you're going to play rook f8 just to get your king safer.
Okay.
You can put a pawn on. Actually, you could maybe push your pawn too. Push your pawn to d5.
It's not gonna hang it?
No, no, you have two things protecting it: your knight and your queen. So I think it's fine.
Bishop?
Maybe just move that rook to f8. Rook f8 to defend your king. I think you're in pretty good shape now.
What do you think of A6? Of bishop to A6?
I'll just king g8 for now. I think that bishop is doing a good job defending that diagonal right now. Just Rick takes
Can I take the
pawn, then
pawn?
take the knight. Yeah, take the pawn, take the knight.
Okay.
You're doing fine there. Maybe let me see this. Maybe just pawn at h3. You can start attacking there. Then bishop takes pawn if he takes that.
What do you think of a new bishop at f5?
That's okay. You might have better though. Maybe just pawn takes pawn first
Okay.
and just lure him out.
Well, he's gonna put his queen there. He's probably gonna take with queen or king.
Yeah, and then you can put something new at h3.
Okay. It's a 2-for-1.
Just put a new pawn in. New pawn. You take with pawn. I think you're fine there. You can take the queen. Now you have initiative. Okay, great job. Yeah, I think your king was fairly safe, and you were attacking. That's all good.
Tomato, potato.
That was weird.
Oh, what should I block with?
Just bring the bishop out. Bishop e2. Now you can push your d pawn up to d4.
D4. Okay.
d4, yeah, tempo the queen. Then your undeveloped knight can take that if he takes.
Undeveloped.
Your undeveloped one, yeah. Great move.
Gonna castle probably afterwards. Castle?
Yeah, that's fine.
And then gonna put a new bishop at a4.
That could be good. You may want to develop more first, though. Yeah, you could. Bishop at a4 is fine.
Something to interpose. Take it or put a pawn there?
Maybe move your knight to d5. Knight d5 looks fun.
Okay, let's see it.
Bishop takes bishop.
Bishop takes bishop first. And then,
Hold on, wait. A knight is really good for you. New knight at c7.
ooh, really good.
You could pawn check and try to promote some things.
Should I pawn check first or take the bishop first?
Either one. They're both good.
Because the bishop, okay.
Great job.
Thanks. Because I felt like the bishop would have been hanging.
Yeah, you're right. That's a nice move. Nice intermezzo.
290 people watching.
Oh,
Is that
cool.
about right?
Something like that. It's your move, so you should
Oh.
roll out a move.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Let me catch up on the time a little bit.
I don't like that bishop on d3. It's very
What do you like?
misplaced. Maybe check with it. Move your bishop to check him. And
Yeah.
then just push your d pawn to d4. Don't worry about that bishop.
I'm just gonna have to roll out moves to catch up on time, I think.
Okay, move the rook over to check him. Rook over check. And then maybe bishop at g3. New bishop at g3. Or you can move your bishop to f4. They're both good.
F4.
Okay.
What do I do?
You could retreat the bishop that's being attacked. Yeah, we're gonna have a bad time here just because of the time problem. But
Nope.
let's see what we can do. Maybe a pawn at h6. Oh, okay, never mind.
Sorry about that.
You put a knight on h6.
H6. Okay.
Then bishop takes, whatever goes there.
Oh, what should I do? I gotta get going. Sorry. I'm gonna just start moving and hoping for the best. Yeah. Oh, no, that was not good. I need to get rid of that bishop first.
Good job. That's not a good place to put that bishop because you're not really threatening anything. I mean, you're just threatening a trade. It's better to threaten the f2 pawn. So just develop your pieces, but just keep in mind next game that's not a good space for that bishop.
What would have been a better space?
Well, c5 generally, because then you're attacking f2.
C5. Okay. Take or retreat?
Either one. If you retreat, you'd retreat to e7, but yeah, you can take.
I thought with you being a higher ranked player, you could do a lot more with a knight when we trade.
No, don't assume that. Just
Okay.
just do trades that are good for you.
Okay.
Okay, great job.
Thanks. Not worried about king safety.
You should be worried about king safety. Your king is not safe at all. Hold on, wait. Um, yeah, your position's pretty terrible.
Can I put a pawn on
Let's try.
e6?
Hold on. Um, just wait. I guess this is like a critical situation. I think you should sack your bishop to start off with. Let's sack that.
Okay.
And then we will
Can I put a new
figure
pawn
out from there. So hold on. These moves are all critical now. So just wait. New knight at g4. New knight at g4.
Knight at g4. Okay.
Okay, queen at
Is that a
f2.
mate?
New queen at f2.
Queen is wait, okay, queen at f2.
Yep.
Good.
Okay, good
Thank
job.
you. Good.
Yeah, so when you push your h pawn h6, that's not good because it weakens your light squares a lot.
Okay.
So instead of pushing that, you should have castled to protect f7 more when his knight was on g5 before you pushed your h pawn.
Okay.
Need to defend that. Yep. You can take that. And then wait. Don't worry. Just wait. I'm gonna get you some things. Well, knight is really good for you. They probably don't know that. All right, you could play bishop takes pawn. Bishop takes pawn, and then new knight at f6. New knight at f6.
6. Okay.
Then knight takes pawn, knight takes queen. You're in business. Good job.
He did that weak move that you said it's not a good idea. Is there any way to exploit
Which one?
Or h6. He pushed h6.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna help you attack him later. But you can just keep developing for now. Bishop takes knight.
Are you
Yeah, bishop takes knight.
Okay. What do you think of a new knight on f5?
Let's just do a pawn on a pawn on f5. New pawn on f5.
Okay.
Okay, you could sack your bishop. Bishop takes pawn check, and then start attacking him on those light squares.
What do I do about
Hold on. Yeah, new bishop at c4. New bishop at c4.
At c4.
C4,
Okay.
yes. New bishop at c4 check. Okay.
Take.
New bishop at e6 check. New bishop at e6. Okay. New knight at g. Actually, no. New bishop at c5 check. Bishop at c5 check.
5.
And then new knight at g6. New knight at g6.
G6. It's one move, I think.
Okay. Oh shoot. Let's try. Bishop takes. Bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5. And then pawn takes knight. Pawn takes knight. I think I'm dead.
Oh, really?
Okay. Take his rook. Knight takes rook.
His rook. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Oh, shoot. You can. God, this is pretty awful. I guess move the knight back to g6. Knight g6.
G6.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
What happened?
I didn't realize that he was double attacking a key pawn of mine, so I didn't play safe enough.
Okay.
But you played great. That was my bad.
What does the word olifant mean?
I don't know. So his dark squares are weak. I think push e5, and you can go after those dark squares.
E5.
Yep. Yeah, pawn it. Oh,
Pawn at what?
well, you might have missed your chance. You had a good
Oh,
attack
trapping
there.
my bishop.
No,
Pawn at
you had
E3.
it when you okay. Put a pawn on d6. Pawn on d6.
G6.
Yep.
And then pawn on E7.
Well, maybe knight at c7. New knight at c7 if he doesn't defend c7 anymore.
Knight at C7. New knight at C7.
Yeah, new knight at c7 check.
Oh, it's forced.
Yep, take the queen. Bishop takes bishop. Okay, now you're doing pretty good over there.
Can I put a new pawn on D?
Yeah, pawn on d6 looks well. Maybe not. I guess he has knight takes pawn. It's not great for you.
Oh,
But that's okay.
okay.
You're still winning. We'll get you some more material. Put a bishop on g3. New bishop on g3. And take his knight. Next move, if he lets you. Queen takes knight. Okay. That's looking pretty good for us.
Oh, do I have? No, I don't. Good job.
Good job. Okay, now his dark squares are weak, so you want to get d4 in and bishop to c4 as soon as possible. Sorry, bishop to f4 as soon as possible.
Ooh.
You can retreat that bishop back to e2.
And still do D4.
Yeah, d4 is still the plan. Let's see if he does anything useful. If he doesn't do anything useful, okay, push d4. So you're trying to open up your bishop. If he checks you, oh, okay. Now you have bishop to f4, and you get in a lot of active pieces. If he checks you, you could always move your knight to c3. Okay, you could push your e-pawn,
E-pawn.
and then either
Bishop.
knight takes or bishop takes is good. Don't do pawn takes.
Okay.
I think bishop takes is best, probably. Because if you take with knight, then d4 might be loose. Get your knight out. Knight c3. Hey chicken,
Ooh.
thanks for watching. Pawn takes pawn, that's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes,
With that
I am sure.
battery?
Pawn takes pawn, that's fine.
Okay.
If he takes your knight, you can just take back first, and if he takes back again, yeah, take back and put a pawn
And
on
pawn.
d2.
That's what I figured. What do you think of a rook on c7 and then a
I think
new
maybe
pawn?
pawn on c7 first, as you can fork the queen there, starting the shenanigans.
I'll take the free bishop first.
No, you can put a pawn on c7.
No, okay.
Pawn on c7, yeah.
Free
Because you're
bishop.
threatening check, and your king is far away from checks. Now you could
Okay.
put a rook on d8. New rook on d8.
d8.
Yeah, take the queen, and then pawn on c7 again. And then you could take the knight. Oh, okay, that's fine too. Probably pawn takes knight if he lets you.
Oh,
Okay, you could try a4. Push a4. Push your a pawn.
a4. Okay.
And if he takes that, okay. Now you have just, oh, actually castle.
You sure pawn takes pawn?
Castle.
Okay.
Because you would have deforked your king and your queen. Okay, now you have pawn takes pawn.
How could he fork my king and my queen?
He could have played knight takes c2 before you
okay,
castled.
Right. Yes. Okay. Good eyes. Where do I want to go with this? What a b2, queen b2?
You could play queen c3 probably, or actually pawn takes pawn. Let's do pawn takes pawn first. Pawn takes pawn check, and then queen c3.
Good. If he goes into it. Ooh, now I'll do it.
Good job.
Nice. Good job.
Hey, manly good. What happened to 4-player chess? No, the last time he streamed was not 4 months ago. I think he streamed twice fairly recently. Maybe he's not saving his VODs, but he definitely streamed recently.
Is a bishop on e7 okay, or in the future?
Yeah, I mean that's an okay place for your bishop. It's doing useful things.
Knight takes knight.
Yeah, you can do that. Knight takes knight, and then maybe retreat your knight to d7 to attack that pawn. Knight is a little misplaced, but just temporarily. So you're making threats. Now I like either f5 or f6.
F5 or S6. What's better?
Probably f6 is a little better.
Bishop takes.
But the idea is to get your rook. Okay, now you can take with knight probably, but bishop takes is fine too.
Knight. Okay.
You take with, yeah, probably take it with anything. That's fine there. And now move your knight somewhere useful. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, queen trade's fine. Then you probably should have asked first, but in this
Okay.
case, it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, great job. I've induced a dark squared weakness for my opponent. We're going to try to exploit that later. Get your bishop out. Excellent. Pawn take, your d pawn takes. And if he plays knight takes pawn, you have the sack, bishop sack. And then move your queen to d4 to check him.
oh, wait. Oh.
Oh, you keep doing that. That just hangs stuff. Don't do that. The whole point was to play queen d4 so you could win a free piece.
Oh. What piece would I have won? The pawn or? Sorry.
You would have won the knight for free if you had played queen d4 before, but now your position is suddenly not good.
Sorry.
Okay, try new knight at g4 after he moves here.
Knight at g4?
Knight at g4 check. And let's see where his king goes.
Pawn check or rook check?
Probably.
He's got to do one of the. Or he's got to come out.
Yeah, rook check, definitely. And I think you're going to have rook takes g2. Let's do rook takes g2.
G2.
Yep. And your threat is moving your knight to f2 to check him and fork the queen and the king.
Fork? Or
Yeah, you could do the knight fork. But hold on after this move.
don't take the queen yet?
Not necessarily. Let's see what he does, because we might want to keep initiative.
I was thinking maybe taking the free bishop. Oh, actually, that's not a free bishop. If I take the.
Well, let's see where he moves before we do anything hasty here. Okay, maybe your undeveloped bishop can go to e6 to check him. Pawn takes pawn.
Pawn takes pawn first?
Yep, pawn takes pawn. And then bishop takes pawn if he takes that. Bishop takes pawn. And if he takes the bishop, he could castle. Okay, great job. d5 is good. Push your d pawn up too.
D5, okay.
Okay, you could take both knights, I guess. Take both knights.
Okay. Actually, I castle before I take the knight, or
Nah, you can take the knight.
then I won't be able to
Oh,
castle.
yeah, that's true. I guess you could get your other knight out to c6. It's fine. Maybe you were right. Maybe you should have done that first. That's okay. You're still winning.
Because I felt like he probably wasn't gonna do anything productive anyways.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let's see. Let's go here.
Maybe if you give me a pawn,
You could move your knight to e7. Knight e7.
E7. Castle?
Yeah, you can castle. Looks good for you. You can take that. Go to the left. Definitely to the left.
Should I plug the hoe first?
Yeah, you could probably put it. Well, yeah, you could put a bishop where on g7, I think. But
Why
I
bishop?
but I've
Is it
mate, so we're good
limited?
anyway.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, normally there might be like a smothered mate threat there, but you have a knight on e7, which is defending against the smothered mate. Because the knight can take what he puts on g8. d4, you want to get d4 on. Okay,
Take
now
the knight or
you could
castle.
play bishop g5, or you could get your other knight out. Or you could play
What's bishop
e5.
g5?
Say that again?
E5?
You have, yeah, e5 is good.
Okay.
You're trying to control those dark squares is the idea. Hold on. Wait, because now you have some good moves. Let me get you some trades. These trades are really good for you. Let's see.
What are you trying to get me and where?
I think like a new bishop is good for you. Uh, so I'm gonna try to get you a bishop.
Bishop on f6 and take the rook.
Well, I like bishop on g5 even better.
G5.
So here's a bishop. Put a bishop on g5 because you're forking the queen and the knight, and you're doubling up on the knight. So this looks pretty good for you. Take the knight. Now you've gained like an extra piece, which is good for the good guys.
Do you want to? Should I put a knight out there on the
Probably a
pawn?
knight on g7 unless he defends it.
Pawn is not as good, right?
Yeah, I don't think pawn is just, well, the pawn might be good too. Since I'm probably getting you a rook. But knight there is probably best. Um, let's see what he does.
I think a pawn there would be better, right? To
Yeah,
sacrifice.
you could put a pawn on
I'm gonna
g7.
make a pawn chain and then make another pawn on f, and then trade up. A couple more pawns would be good.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Actually, I think I might have. If I put a rook, I take. He takes. I take.
You just take that. Ooh, uh-oh.
What?